5 techniques for using feedback to build mind-blowing AI products. Building good software is hard. Any hack job of a programmer can slap together a simple app on a weekend. Building great products that can stand the test of time is something completely different. In the mid 1990s, software engineers started to realize that one of the most important factors to building great software is simply getting a lot of high quality feedback. There are many sources of feedback: automated tests, fellow engineers, product designers, managers, beta customers, real customers, behavioral metrics, just to name a few. The importance of high quality feedback has underpinned numerous trends and fads in the industry, from DevOps and CI CD, the Agile Manifesto, the growth in the use of product metrics and instrumentation, A/B testing, even customer development. It's even why ChatGPT has a thumbs down button below everything it generates. This is a source of feedback for them. As you go about developing your own AI product, build out your feedback loops to help make your AI tech work extremely well. Here's 5 ways you can do that. Number 1, provide frequent and detailed notes to your engineers. Now, it can be tempting to hire some engineers and let them do their thing, only taking a look at the results once you get to the end of the project, but honestly, this is a recipe for disaster. In many cases, you are the only source of feedback those engineers have. Set aside time every single week to go in, check out the latest changes and results, and provide some detailed notes. There is no single thing you can do to improve the results better other than providing good quality feedback at regular, frequent intervals yourself. Number 2, measure your results on real world data from real users. It's frequently the case that algorithms, which appear to work really well in our carefully constructed laboratory datasets, suddenly fail to work once they're exposed to real users in the real environment. The best practice is to simply incorporate this real world data into your company's internal curated datasets. But that's not always an option. So when that's not an option, go for the second best. Develop specific secondary metrics that operate only in the live system to measure the live results. These secondary metrics may be noisier and have less correlation to the actual results, but having them available is better than having no feedback from real users at all. Number 3, utilize user feedback to continuously refine and iterate your AI technology. And this involves not just collecting the feedback, but really digesting it and trying to understand the user's experience. You can use surveys, interviews, usability tests. All these different forms of direct feedback are great for gathering insights into what kind of situations your AI is working in and what kind of situations it's falling apart. Show rate this interaction pop-ups and dislike buttons to try and solicit feedback from your casual users on an ongoing basis. You can lure customers into interviews and usability tests by offering them freebies and really giving them a chance to be heard. Investing in this direct line of communication, it helps not just in making informed decisions about the product improvements, but it also helps just build a loyal user base that really feels valued and heard. Number 4, foster a culture of experimentation within your team. Encourage your engineers, your designers, your product managers to really test their hypotheses through controlled experiments. This can be done through A/B testing, where 2 versions of a feature are presented to users and you kind of measure data to see which one performs better, or through more exploratory forms of research that kind of try to answer a broader question about user behavior and preferences. Cultivating an environment where experimentation is valued not only leads to a better product, but also empowers your team to be creative and take real risks in developing the product. Number 5, use the scientific method to get concrete answers to your questions. The gold standard of scientific research, the highest and best quality results, the ones responsible for numerous scientific breakthroughs and countless more debunkings of bad science, that gold standard is the randomly controlled double-blind study. The way that this approach is used in business is commonly referred to as cohort testing or A/B testing. You shouldn't compromise when it comes to developing your systems of feedback for your AI product. Don't just look at noisy charts and compare them and shrug and say, oh, it kind of looks better to me. Getting high quality data for your product feedback, it takes more work. But once you are set up and you've done it a few times, it quickly becomes no more effortful than doing it the old way, which produced low quality results. Except the difference is that you'll actually be able to mass produce factually correct answers and insights at scale if you just use good scientific techniques. This has been 5 techniques for using feedback to build mind-blowing AI products. Those techniques again were: 1. Provide frequent and detailed notes to your engineers. 2. Measure your results on real-world data from real users. 3. Utilize user feedback. 4. Foster a culture of experimentation within your team. And 5. Use the scientific method to get concrete answers to your questions. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and follow me now to get tons of practical tips and tricks for building AI technology. If you need help building AI technology, check out my website and book a free consultation.